Hey guys, how's it going? We had a little issue here. Haven't seen you in a while. Been busy. Miss Daisy's had me on some projects, but yeah, I've been out shooting my bows. Been working on my bows and shooting the compound bow and shooting my long bows. It's been a lot of fun, and I want to get good at it this year. So I want to do a series. Hopefully, if I get good enough. I think I will by fall, this coming fall. I'll be good enough with a longbow where we can do some videos of hunting wild boar and deer with a longbow. But if I don't, I'm going to pick up the compound bow as a crutch because I'm fairly deadly with that compound bow. I'll show it to you in a minute. But what I wanted to show you, my shop here has been an issue, especially with Miss Daisy. I mean, she comes out and she parks her truck in this building, and anyway, she said she just physically got nauseous every time she came into this barn and looked at my workbench. And you guys remember my workbench? You know how I roll with the stuff all over it, and I know where everything is. It looks disorderly and all that, but I know where everything is. And she reminded me that no, you don't know where anything is on that bench. And I don't know if you guys know it or not, but this is a woman's world we live in, us guys live in. I know you guys think you're real macho and you're the boss and all that, but that's not the way life works. It's a woman's world and we just live in it. So anyway, I wanted to show you what's taking place here. And I told her, I said, listen, if we're gonna overhaul this building, we have to do it now, because when the summer comes, you can bake bread in this Quonset hut. Let me tell you guys something. It's hot. So anyway, we're getting her done. I'm not totally done yet, but I wanted to give you a little walkthrough and see my bench. What have we got going on here, guys? Look at this. Isn't this something? Remember how we had the piles of stuff? I had a paper towel hanger over here, and every time you came up here, you would bump that, and the paper towel would fall off of that chintzy thing and fall on the floor. So Miss Daisy bought me a paper towel holder. Yeah, and so, this whole shelf was just a huge conglomerate mess. I had these rinky-dink shelves here. I've left this one in. Okay, I've tied it into the Raptor and all, but I've tore out everything else, and oh my goodness, what have we done? What have we? Oh, tool holder. Yes. We've got Gladiator shelving. Gladiator. These went together real quick. Got these at Home Depot. Put my tree stands. I got a couple dug out a lock on and a climber there. And here's some bee supplies. I got some bee supplies in there. Put my arrows up there. More archery stuff. Camping stuff here. Camping stove. Seat, all of that stuff. So we've got to make labels yet. Got an extra target there. Some chairs, folding chairs. I got to get some more bins in here. These are all Gladiators here. I bought 5 of them. They were $100 a piece. This is a Husky. This one's a Husky, Home Depot Husky, this rack here. That thing, this will take 500 pounds per shelf. These will take 1,500 pounds per shelf. There's no way you're going to overdo that. But the Husky's a tad taller than the Gladiator. I couldn't put Husky in here because we didn't have the room. The vehicle hit. This comes out 24 inches. This one comes out 18 inches. So we got our gasoline stuff down here. I got some extra B frames there. So I thought I would show you this. This is my killing machine right here now. If I don't get really super good with these things, this bow works out nice, guys. I love it. And I like this handle. I just made a sling for it to where I can put my hand through here and you can hang on to the bow. You know, after you shoot, you don't have to worry about dropping it out of your tree stand. It's very, very simple. Just tied it on. This is number 30 tarred nylon. That stuff is beautiful, works great. I gotta make a Flemish string for it. This is a regular factory string here. This is a Flemish string right here. I like to make those for my long bows. This one here, I haven't put the handle on like this yet because I haven't shot 100 arrows through it yet, but I'm gonna shoot 100 arrows through it, and then we'll measure. Once it's strung, we'll measure from the fade out. Right here's a fade out right there, you see it? And here's the other fade out. This is 14 inches long on this fade out on this bow handle, and it's got a bulbous handle in it right now. Just like this bow had a bulbous handle in it till I made this epoxy sculpt one. And what I did this morning, just a few minutes ago, matter of fact, in this little goodie bin here, oh, we got a few paints here organized. Remember we had it all over the place. This is dark brown low viscosity leather dye. This is the material, and it's nasty. You get it on your hands and it's there. So wear rubber gloves. So I got it right there. Now I'm stained for life probably. I use that for doing these bows. This has got that leather, dark brown leather stain on it. That's all you need on these. And then what I do is I heat up a bar of beeswax with a blowtorch, get it soft, and I paint it all on. And then I just flare my blowtorch on it and take a terry tile and just rub that in. So that's beeswax on there. That dude is sealed up nice. So anyway, I've got to put the handle on this one. But what you do is once your bow is strung, you measure from here, right where that fade out is. Come on, make sure your tape is on the inside. Measure to your string. Come over here and do the same thing. Whatever is more, say you get 7.5. And this one comes up to 7.25 from here to the string once it's strung. You want to take the one that's got the more distance and put a T up here for top. Then you know where to put this handle. Because you want a little stretchier limb. You want a little less tension on your top limb than you do your bottom. You want more tension on your bottom limb than you do your top limb. That way this distance will be more. Alright, we're going to build more of these bows, and I'll go through the whole process of building them, but they're a lot of fun. They're great fun to shoot. The problem I have with this, and Fred Bear had the same problem, target panic. In other words, you pull that bow back and you don't hit full anchor. With this bow here, you've got to come to full draw. And what I do to anchor, I use a tab, a 3-tab, and I put this index finger in the corner of my mouth, like that. And you stand 90 degrees to form a T. Your target's down here, and your shoulders and arms are in a line like a T. And that's the way you get the stance, but when you pull back, you put this finger in the corner of your mouth. Now, with these long bows, I shoot 3 fingers under. On this bow here, I use split fingers. I use one above the knock and below. I trap it in there and put that knock, the arrow knock there, and pull back. That's the way this bow's set up. That's the way I've always shot it. But with these bows here, I'm doing gap shooting with these bows. I tried instinctive, not too swift. With this thing, I've been shooting sights for so many years, I'm locked into it. I tried to get back into instinctive shooting. I'm not there yet. So what I'm going to do, you use the point of your arrow and you put it on the target, the point of your target. And then that way you use 3 fingers under, and I'm going to do what they call string walking. And what I'm going to do, you put your 3 fingers below this arrow, and I'm going to set a knock right here to where I can put my tab on there and slide it up and bump that knock. This knock will be set and adjusted to 20 yards. In other words, I can put the point of my arrow on my target, the spot I want to hit. And I will keep adjusting this. I'll put another one of these crimps on until I've got it perfect to where the point of my arrow is touching that target. And I can slide my hand right up and bump that thing and then hit that point. From there on, if the deer is out further or closer, you just adjust the point of it will impact on your arrow. So that's what I'm playing with now. Something else I'm playing with, I took that just for, let's experiment now. See this here? I just made this. I just made this with epoxy sculpt. Epoxy sculpt. That's what I make this stuff out of. You got, these handles are made with epoxy sculpt. And I get it in these little 8-ounce containers. I understand this stuff comes in all different colors, but I have not seen it in that color. I've only seen it in this color here. This has not got anything added to it, and that's what it comes out looking like. And I did try to put some of that stain on there, and it darkened it a little bit, but not all that much. So here I've done an experiment. Here's my experiment. And so you can see it's already browned up this paper towel. I've added that stuff to that. And look at that nice color in comparison. We'll see how this hardens up. It may affect the chemical reaction. I don't know if it's going to affect the chemical reaction in that material. I'll find out. When this, on 24 hours, I'll come back. I'm going to take a hammer to this stuff and see how hard it is. But I love that color, that nice color, brown color. That I want this handle, because I really don't like the looks of that handle, and I don't want to paint it. I want to stain it. So that'll be an experiment I'm working on. Okay, that's that. I just thought I'd give you a rundown on the barn here. Miss Daisy's a lot happier. She's not near as nauseous. Isn't that something? And let's go out back and see what the bees are doing, okay? Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to tell you, when we were doing the garage cleanup and all, and purging, yeah, Miss Daisy said, put all that stuff off these shelves on that floor, and anything that you got to have, for sure, put in this pile. Whatever you don't want, put in that pile. Well, do you know how much weight was in the pile that I didn't need? 550 pounds of stuff went to the dump. Yep. So, you know, every once in a while you got to do a little midwinter cleaning or spring cleaning, whatever you like. Now, speaking of cleaning, there's a buzz in the air. Wow. Are they hungry, guys, or what? That's 2 sugar to 1 water mix, what that is. And they are hungry. The bees are working pretty hard here. I saw a drone here yesterday, sitting right on that landing. My Rick's vaporizer is working out real good, guys. So if you need a good vaporizer, check out Rick's vaporizer, working very well. And back up here. I don't know why they're testy. Give them free food and they get testy. How about that? All right, guys. that's it. A little quickie tour. And yeah, they're trying to get me. Isn't that something? Quickie tour of the garage. I think you got to be impressed, guys, with that now after seeing my last situation. So I'll catch you on the next one. Be happy. Be strong. We got to keep getting it on. And donate blood. Give it to the troops. See ya.